I've had a couple of people ask about my thoughts on this new AI announcement from Audible. Firstly, how long do you have? Secondly, of course I have opinions. Have you met me? I feel like this was not a surprise. This was the next step. For me, the shift in their policy is what's frustrating people the most, what's making them so angry. Audible went from we do not have AI on our system. If you upload AI, it will be removed and your account may be removed. They were steadfast, we are human only, to in 2023 saying, hey, guess what? We're gonna flood our system with virtual voice. And luckily, this was only the US market. And I know that's difficult because that is like the largest marketplace, but they didn't do it in all of the marketplaces, thankfully, and hopefully it remains that way. But again, that is something that it's impactful, but it wasn't impactful because it really depended on how you use the site. If you searched categories, then yes, it was going to impact you. But if you go in searching for a specific book, searching for a specific author, searching for a specific narrator, you don't really get that. So you could kind of push it to the side and pretend it wasn't there. But the more they introduce things, the more it's like, boom, here you go. This is what we're doing. And, you know, I was at London Book Fair in March. And yes, I know I haven't done a video yet. But Audible was like here with their big like thing. Right next to them was 11 Labs. And then surrounding them was all these other AI companies offering straight up narration via AI, translation in AI, and so I wasn't really surprised that they were like, hey, it's not just enough for us to do this, we also want to offer this, because why, as a company that is only in the business of making money, not want to not be left behind, right? I don't like it, but I can understand that when others are doing it. But what concerns me less than them, oh, we're going to be like publishing start to finish AI, not a fan, but also the translation part, because it says the original voice would be the translation. So are they seeking permission? Are they offering compensation? Does the voice actor get to opt out? These are things that need to be answered, because the voice actor should get a say, right? And compensation. I also think, you know, for a lot of authors, those that are choosing to use it aren't really considering the implications of it. It's like the biggest audio company is saying, hey, we should do this. And it's like, they're the biggest audio company. They must know what they're talking about, other than just being a cash grab. And it's like, it's not just pressing a button. You are going to have to read every single word as it's being said and make sure it's being said. I mean, you have words that look the same but sound different, like read and read. They're the same word, you know? And I mean, they're not the same word, but you know what I mean. I was talking to another narrator, like, I'm not a narrator, but I was talking to a narrator at London Book Fair. I saw them coming away from 11 Labs, and I had already been at 11 Labs, so I was like having that conversation with them, and we were talking about how it was such a small paragraph that they were using to showcase how great their system is. It literally said the same name 3 different ways. Is that what you want for your book? For your characters to not even have the right pronunciation for their name? Okay. And then, you know, there are listeners that will not purchase your book. They will not listen as AI. And I know some are using it as a revenue stream so that they can then go on to afford a human narrator. The problem with that is most will see that you've got an AI narration, and one will think, well, if they're using AI for their narration, they must be using it to write too. And two, straight up saying, I will not support an author that uses AI narration. So you're never going to get to that point where you can afford that human narration, or even if you do, that people will buy it. You know, I think as consumers, we can just pretend it's not existing. We're not buying it. We can say we're not buying it. I don't think boycotting is the answer. It's Audible, the biggest audio company. They're not going to feel it. And so many authors are going to be harmed because their books are exclusive on Audible and they are tied into contracts. But not only that, if they did a royalty share with their narrator, the narrator is going to lose out as well, because they can't go wide until that is done. I don't believe that we can, in one hand, say, hey, we support voice actors, we only want human voices, and in the other hand say, so we're going to boycott this place where this narrator, this voice actor is getting paid from, and allow them to not get paid. I don't think they line up. I understand the thought process behind it, but I also think because nobody is privy to how a book, and that, nor should they be, it's none of your business whether it's a royalty split or not, but it can be very hurtful and impactful on their finances, but also on their career, because if they're not getting that money in, then they're not going to be able to keep doing what they're doing, because they're going to have to go out and get a different job. And then it could be that they're too busy at that job to do any recording, and then you lose one of your favourites. Those are just my thoughts. I mean, I have more, but this is already super long. So, yeah. Human voices, screw Gen AI, and just keep listening to the good stuff.